All right, guys, welcome back here. So today there's two stocks I want to talk about. One is one ticker that I was day trading today. It's part of my day trading watch list, CARV, which is a massive short squeeze candidate. I want to talk a little bit about how I traded this one, which wasn't a lot, and what I expect going forward on this ticker. And then I want to talk about CLOV, which is, I believe, in an amazing potential buy opportunity. There's a little bit more I want to see, but we're getting similar activity that we saw to space before its 300% rally. So those are the two tickers I want to be talking about today. Like always, let's go ahead, switch over to the trading screen, and let's get started. So these are my profits for today. It was a pretty slow day for me personally. I got my jab yesterday, my second vaccination from BioNTech, and let me just tell you, I'm trying to muster up all the energy to get this video out. Otherwise, today I was just like, oh, I'm green today, and then there was tickers halting, and I was like, I'm not even gonna bother taking a stab at them. DBGI, let me actually just talk about each one of these tickers fairly quickly, and then we'll talk about CLOV. The funny thing about DBGI is actually it was the only ticker I did not talk about in my watch list because it kind of popped up a little bit late and it didn't look super good to begin with. So let me just talk about the chart on this one first. Because you'll understand, I think, pretty quickly what I'm talking about. Had a big front side move here after hours, and then it pretty much gave all that back right away. It wasn't until right around, what was that? I think it was like around 8, no, it was even 9, till it popped up again, one time with really big volume, and then I was like, boom, this is a front side move. This is back in the play. I've been talking about front side moves a lot lately. I'm sure if you guys are following me on this channel, you know well about. Anyway, this ticker, you could feel the buyers in it. It wasn't even really trying to pull back here, and I got aggressive when I saw that. I did take my profits constantly very quickly, and I was only trading about 30-40% full size because, again, new ticker just popping up. I didn't really have full trust in it, and I wasn't able to do my quick due diligence like I usually like to do. So yeah, I was pretty much trading this ticker up to the upside. I was constantly taking profits really, really quickly, did a little bit of a pullback trade here, and then more or less after that, I was pretty much done. It wasn't until the market opened where I decided to get aggressive on this ticker again. So let's zoom in here. Had a kind of a strong open, and just like it looks like many other people, I was buying into this breakout. My goal, I knew there was big resistance at $9, so I was thinking maybe we're going to run all the way to $9. So I felt pretty confident buying even near the highs here because I felt like there was good upside potential. In this area, it started getting choppy again. Looks like this was a fake out, breakout, so I knew that I wanted to be careful here. I bought some support here at the 9 EMA, but I pretty much was throwing in the towel after that. I was like, man, I'm exhausted. So I'm not even gonna keep pushing it. Not to mention at the time there's a few other tickers that were really pushing it, so I was like, maybe there's gonna be a shift in momentum here. The ticker I want to talk about, obviously, with you guys is CARV. This is kind of embarrassing, but I almost didn't do any trading on this ticker. Right now it's halted. There was several halts on this ticker. We had like a 5-minute halt here, 10-minute halt here, several more ticker halts there. Yeah, so I did one small little trade on this one, was able to make a little bit of a profit on that. It looks like a tiny move, and it really was. We were having a nice breakout here, and I pretty much traded the breakout and sold it as we were approaching $20. Actually, I only sold on the break of 0.5, so I was a little bit of a chicken here on this one. Yeah, didn't really amount to much for me. There was a really, really good buying opportunity at this one once the market opened. Unfortunately, I was still really focused on DBGI, and that is right after support came in. You can see here it only sold off around, from the open, around 4 or 5%. That's really not that bad. It's really around 12%, 13, 14%, where sometimes it's the point of no return and it keeps selling off. Then it had a nice little pop up here, and then it really just kept on going exponential at that point. There was a few moments in here before the hold I was just about to get long, but it's not really my style, so I kind of let this one run without me. Now, in my watch list, I did sum up this ticker, and this is crazy, so I really want to review it here with you guys. What we're typically looking for tickers is, tickers that ideally have a float less than 50 million, but ideally less than 10 million. And usually 2, 3, 4 million is a pretty small float. And that's basically the amount of shares that are actually available to trade. So on this ticker, look at this. So it's a U.S. company. It was gapping up around 34% at the time, 38 million market cap, and then a 0.6 million float. So there's only 600,000 shares available to trade. That is a very, very small float. Not to mention, As of Tuesday last week, there was 68% short interest. The short ratio was a little bit lower, 0.7%. That's basically how long it takes shorts to get out of a trade. Usually, ideally, is closer to 2 to 3%, but whatever. Either way, it was the perfect squeeze candidate. That's what I wrote down here. So, I had the right idea. I spotted the ticker, but unfortunately, I didn't get aggressive on it myself. Right now, it's up 216%. So where do I think this ticker is going to go? Well, oftentimes what I like to do is check out, past performance, and it looks like this ticker doesn't really hold its highs well. We have been seeing a lot of multi-day runners, but I really don't know if that's going to be CARV. And the reason for that is, once the shorts cover, once they get squeezed, and the momentum fades, I think this ticker is going to go right back down. There's no real reason this ticker should be up this much. So I don't really see us hanging out in these areas. Not to mention, a lot of the past performance didn't hold the highs at all. So I don't know. I'm not super optimistic on a multi-day runner on CARV. Another ticker on my watch list, ARPO. This ticker was up on a catalyst of a $22 price target. I don't really like trading price targets alone unless there's a specific reason behind it. There's also loads of investigations into ARPO. So again, this ticker I didn't really get super aggressive on. You could see I was kind of lacking conviction behind this ticker. Let's pull it up. It was maybe also a little bit of sympathy play as CRV started taking off, but other than that, I didn't really have big conviction on this one. Although you gotta admit there was kind of a decent front side here. Just I don't know, it was a little bit harder to trade in my opinion. It was choppy. And then U1, definitely a pure sympathy play. I did take one stab at it, looking for, there was a bit of a flag pattern going on here. I was looking for a break back above this area, but we didn't get that, so I closed out right away. There was one great front side. Actually, it was still ranging at this point. Nice attempt here, though. Big breakout, pullback, and then, goes up 20%. This would have been the time to get aggressive, but as you know, I was trading DBGI at the time. Now these tickers are selling off, so this could be a little bit of foreshadowing of what's going to happen to CARV. Oh, there goes CARV. It just opened up and it sold off drastically. So let's see. It holds it here, so it's down 20% from that last halt. Yeah, I don't know how aggressive I would be getting on CARV. Either way, that pretty much wraps up my day trading. Like I said before, it was kind of a slow day here, only making $378. BGI was really the one I was getting aggressive on, and then I was already pretty drowsy, so I was like, I'm just going to stop it here. Now, another ticker I do want to talk about because we're seeing some amazing action on this ticker is CLOV. And this ticker is performing like we saw on Space not too long ago. So let me actually empty out everything we're seeing here. Let me go to an account with no trades on it and just have a very bare view. Now, there's videos where I talk about the fundamentals a little bit more with CLOV. I'm not going to do so much on this video. I just want to talk about this one setup that I'm seeing on this ticker that we saw on Space. So there's been a huge exponential run on CLOV. There's been a hot topic right now. Actually, if we go to Quiver Quant on Wall Street Bets and look for trends, you can see CLOV has always been somewhere in the top area. NEGG New Egg was actually the big gapper from yesterday. So let's come back here to CLOV, and this ticker has been selling off ridiculously. Around 69% or something like that, around 70% now, it's been selling off, which is a really, really heavy move. Now, there is pretty decent support right around this $9 area. We had an initial big bounce in this area before we kept on selling off. So I'm a little bit hesitant to buy it yet. I don't know if we really found a big floor on this one, but let me just pull up Space really quickly and compare it. And I think these companies, although they're totally different companies, one's a space exploration company and the other one is a health company, they are similar in the fact that they're momentum plays, they're Wall Street bet plays, they're really active for day traders, swing traders. There's just a lot of hype around these two companies. And Space is very, very volatile. So it has these really aggressive 300 to 600% rallies, and then it sells off around 80%. Here's another really, really strong 200% rally before it sold off here around 63%, and then a total sell-off around 80% again. Before bouncing 300%, right? So this ticker is extremely, extremely volatile. And right now it looks like it's in that pullback mode. Now coming back to CLOV, kind of similar situation here where this ticker is also quite volatile. It runs up, 100% sometimes and then sells off 60% or so. So right now we're in that sell-off zone around 70%. I do think that we might break 9 and have a bit of a washout, a bit of a total flush. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. I have cash on the side ready to go. In my point of view, honestly, if I miss this trade in terms of, I don't get that entry below 9, so be it. whatever. I'm going to kick myself if it does go below 9 and I'm already long it. So for me, pause off for now. I would love to know what your strategy is on CLOV, but I would like to load up on this ticker if it does dip below 9. I don't really see a reason to jump in on it yet. So for me, for now, pause off and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, that's everything for this video. Like always, don't forget to drop a like on the way out. It's the easiest way to support the channel. If you're totally new, consider subscribing. We'd love to see you again, and we'd love to see you in the Discord and part of the community. Like always, guys, stay safe and make some awesome trades. Ciao, ciao.